Yo, what's going on, fellas? Happy Tuesday morning to you. Welcome on to today's episode here of Winning Bets. We're going to talk our sports and talk our sports betting as well. We've got a big show for you guys coming out today. It's time to talk some NFL. You saw some latest news. Zeke Elliott, he's off to the New England Patriots. Dalvin Cook, he's signed with the New York Jets. Let's talk about some of those moves. And let's also talk about the NFL Eliminator and the NFL Pigskin Pick'em contest. Those groups are live. Went ahead and upped the prizes for this season. So I think you guys will enjoy that and appreciate that as well. So we'll get to that information here in a little bit. And also, let's look ahead also to Friday's match. We've got Nottingham Forest taking on Sheffield United in the Premier League. But all before that, we, of course, want to make sure we, of course, recap the previous days and recap the highs and recap the lows of that. So let's do that and see if we get to ring the cash register, which we get to do at 3-2 and plus 0.77 units. How about that? Kicking off the week with profit, money in your pocket, a rare thing around here. Perhaps that could be a sign of big things to come this week. Again, we put plus 0.77 units in your pocket. All started off with Manchester United taking on Wolves. We watched the entire match there on TikTok Live. I would say that match went damn near to a T on how I thought. I thought under 2.5 goals would hit. I thought the first goal would be a long time coming. Just look at the nature of these two clubs, how we talked about it between the posts. This is always a very low-scoring, head-to-head affair. United normally pulls it out like they did yesterday, but I think they're going to be awfully fortunate to go ahead and get that 3 points. They were not the better side yesterday. Wolves were so much better in attack, having over 20 shots on their goal, putting half a dozen or so of those on target. And the ones that were on target were very, very threatening to United goal. And then Wolves get robbed at the very end in injury time. They should have been awarded a penalty kick. And I feel bad for Wolves, even though, that penalty kick, or penalty decision, if it goes against us, we obviously lose our bet because more than likely he's going to bury the penalty kick and both teams' score is going to hit. But you've already had the Premier League come out and apologize and say, we were wrong. That should have been a penalty kick. I don't know how these mistakes are happening at the highest of all level. I don't know how Simon Hooper doesn't get called over to the side of the field to get a look at that on TV. Onana misses the ball and takes out. I don't know who the guy's name was. It was Craig Dawson and somebody else. But he took him out. I was watching that on TikTok Live, and I was going crazy, just pissing and moaning about how that was going to wreck our bets. That's a penalty. That's an absolute penalty. In Premier League, you can't be doing that. You can't be having those mistakes like that. Obviously, it gives us a super dramatic win. There was a guy on TikTok Live that said that took years off his life. Yeah, that took years off my life. When I die of 96 as opposed to 98, I can look back at that match and say that one took a couple years off my life. Holy hell, was that super sweaty, but it feels good to get a cash. Felt good to start off our day and start off our week with a good cash. You'll love to see that right there. Then we did start to get a little bit of a heartbreak. What about JP Sears under 5.5 Ks? How about another last batter K for the loss? Yeah, we've said that time and time again. You knew it was his last inning after a 28-pitch first inning and just kind of working him overall. You knew that was his last inning. You knew that was his last batter. It was a lefty-on-lefty matchup. They had arms warming up in the bullpen to go ahead and face the right-handers if he was unable to get through that left-hander. And he just looked at a fastball at the bottom of the zone at his knees, right down the middle of the plate. He watched it go right by him, and that was our sixth strikeout. Really, really tough loss right there. Just a brutal one. Cardinals were not overly productive against him, but doing a great job of just, drawing walks, working up the pitch count, chased him, through 5 innings. Just brutal right there that he struck out that last batter. Tyler Glasnow, though, he did exactly what we thought he was going to do, go over 17.5 outs. He also hit the other bet that I gave out on Payoff pitch, which was the Giants team total under 0.5 through the first 3 innings at plus 120. That was a good cash. He goes 6 strong, only gives up 1 run, dominated. Rays dominate the game as we thought as well to a 10-2 victory. When we were also tripped up as well, that Astros F5 team total, had tons of chances, right? Altuve leads off the game with a single. He steals second. So you got runner on second, no out, then a fly out, and Bregman unfortunately hits a hard liner into a double play. Come back in the second inning, get bases loaded with 1 out. Can't get a run in that scenario. Third and fourth inning, they didn't do much at all. But then the fifth inning, runner on second, third, 2 out. Kyle Tucker up. Chance for maybe a 3-run home run, walk off. Chance for at least a base knock to score 2 runs. Couldn't get anything. Tons of opportunities. Loved the bet. They were there. I just couldn't quite, get that timely hit. That's the way it goes sometimes, so drop that one. Come back, though, and how about hit our MLB parlay, which was basically the leans that I talk about and give out on the payoff pitch. That was a 4 or 5 leg parlay. Braxton Garrett under 16.5 outs. That one hit. Cardinals on the run line. That one hit. My favorite over of the day when Royals Mariners over 8. That one hit nice and easy. How about the Rays on the money line? That one also comes through. And how about the Texas Rangers team total over 4.5? That one cashes easy as well. So it felt good hitting that parlay. Leans were on fire yesterday on payoff pitch. I think every lean hit except for the NRFI of the day, if I'm recalling correctly. Dog of the day, Baltimore Orioles come through. What the hell are the Baltimore Orioles doing the dog of the day today? Why are the Orioles a dog again today against the Padres? If you're betting the Padres, and it's kind of getting comical like the Yankees, how we've kind of made fun of on the show, who's back in the Yankees? Who the hell's back in the Padres? I don't care that they have Machado, Juan Soto, Tatis. I don't give a shit. The team sucks. They can't hit shit, and the Baltimore Orioles are a better team and they're a dog today. Why? Somebody explain to me in the chat why the Baltimore Orioles are a dog. I can't quite figure it out. So, anyways, it was a good day. Going 3-2 with plus 0.77 units. Love that right there. Love kicking off the week, putting money in our pocket. Let's hop in that comment section, and then let's talk some NFL stuff. Again, I want to go ahead and talk about the NFL Eliminator, NFL Pigskin Pick'em contest, and then we'll roll into, again, Forrest is taking on Sheffield a little bit later on in the week on Friday. Let's get it. Brian, what's up, man? I'm ready for another good day. I think we've got some good bets. I've, of course, tweeted some of them out on Twitter already. We got a good bet. Good bets today. Not quite Wednesday, Brian. We're warming up to Wednesday. Warming up, my man. Warming up. Tuesday. Take them one day at a time, Brian. We already got some shit talking going on from Tyler. He's already talking shit about the NFL Eliminator group, saying he's going to go ahead and take first place. He's saying that like he won last year, guys. We all know it was Thad who got the victory. Tyler coming in here acting like he got the victory last year. No, it was Thad. Thad got the victory last year. Whoa, you went to, I think Thad went to like week 11, week 12 it was or something last year. All right, Tyler, you going to knock that off this year? That ain't going to roll over easily. Let's get it. Love the shit talking. Keep it up, boys. NFL, baby. What's up, Adrian? Did you see the rest from yesterday? Yeah, I saw Simon Hooper. And the VAR official and the assistant, I mean, to your point, their punishment is they get the weekend off. Is that a punishment? They get a little mini holiday? Like, is that a punishment? You got to take the money from their pocket, or you got to, suspend them without pay. That's a brutal decision. And then for the Premier League to come out 10 minutes later and apologize to Gary O'Neill. John Moss apologizes to Gary O'Neill, the Wolves manager, is like, we effed that up. Sorry. Like, you can't apologize within 10 minutes because then your VAR system is completely broken. You shouldn't, within 10 minutes, be like, we made a mistake. No, get it right first time. And I know that would have cost me a bet. And it would have cost me a bet on TikTok. But goddamn, that's the right decision. That's a penalty all day. Cleaned him out. Oh, yeah, they got suspended. What's up, Ryan? Morning, my man. Hope you're doing well. Houston let you down yesterday. Yeah, that was a loss for me. Just tough, man. Sometimes the numbers just don't work out. Like I said, opportunities in the first, opportunities in the second, even had opportunities in the fifth. I stopped paying attention at that point because our bet was over. But tons of opportunities, Ryan. Just didn't quite happen, man. You keep putting your money in those situations, you'll come out more times ahead than not. Yeah, Brian. Get after him, Brian. Tyler acting like he won that shit last year. He ain't win it. Yeah, the Astros hurt. Thank you. Soccer. Undefeated so far on soccer this year. 5-0. 5-0 this year in soccer. Cooking up. Let's keep it going, Nebraska. Let's keep it going. Appreciate the comment, Brian. You just realized it's Tuesday. Yeah, it's been a busy morning. I'm going to say this is a tennis bet. Martina, some girl I've never heard of. I'm going to say this is a tennis bet. What is this at the WTA Cincinnati? Let's get a look here. Yeah, this is an Italian taking on an American. I don't like going against people on their home soil. But let's see. Let's see what the recent head-to-heads have been like. They haven't played yet. I don't know. The girl that you're talking about, Martina, she is, she's 2-0 so far in this tournament, but those are probably qualifiers. Now we're in the main draw. Yeah, I don't know. If you're getting a good price, I guess. It looks pretty even on very, very quick research. So if you're getting a good, around plus money price, then probably, go along to it. Can't wait to see your dinger picks today. All right, let's get it. Yeah, I got some guys in Keep Swinging. You know I do. Let's go. Let's go, Martina. Let's get that win. All right, let's talk quickly. Let's talk some NFL Eliminator, the NFL Pigskin Pick'em contest. I don't have anything to show up on screen in terms of graphics or group information, but it's all in this video description. There's one group for the NFL Eliminator contest. Let's do $250. We'll go ahead and up that prize. Let's do $250 to whoever can be the champion. If you're new to NFL Eliminator, some other websites call it NFL Survivor. This is the game where you get to pick one NFL team a week to win. That's all you got to do is once a week, just find one NFL team that can get you a victory. The only rule is you can't repeat picking the same team multiple times throughout the season. So once you've picked the Eagles, once you've picked the Chiefs, once you've, of course, picked the best team in the NFL, Bills Mafia, you can't pick them again. That is the only rule. Whoever makes it the farthest will go ahead and win $250. If we have a tie, meaning two people lost on the same week, like get to the end, then whoever wins a tiebreaker. And the tiebreaker is whoever has the greatest margin of victory. So each week, you take your margin of victory and then you add it up. $250. We'll go $250. Up the prize from last year. We'll go $250 to whoever can be the winner of the NFL Eliminator group. That information is down in this video description. We'll, of course, run back the Pigskin Pick'em contest. We'll do spread just like last year. $25 every week to whoever can have the best score. $25 to whoever can have the best score. Should there be a tie, we'll go ahead and roll that $25 over into the following week. So then that week would be worth $50. That happened a couple times last year. We never got to a point where we rolled it over and had a $75 week, but I do remember there were a couple $50 weeks last season. There is a tiebreaker, of course. You got to predict the total score of Monday Night Football. This is not Price is Right. You can go over, and then it's just whoever has the whoever is closest to the total score for Monday Night Football, then gets the tiebreaker. And if that's a tie, then that's how you roll the $25 over in the following week. So we'll do that. Pigskin Pick'em contest, spread. I did do straight. We did not do straight last year, but let's go ahead and do straight. We won't do any weekly contests with that one. We'll just do $100 to whoever can have the best score at the end of the season. So go pick every game. Some people are like, dude, spread's hard, but I can find the winners and losers. All right, if you can do it, go pick. Go pick them every week. Who do you think is going to win the game? Have the most right after 18 weeks in the NFL, and you can take home $100. So there we'll do it. $250 to the NFL Eliminator, $25 a week in the Pigskin Pick'em Spread contest, and $100 to the NFL Pigskin Straight contest. All three group information is down in this video description. Get in there, talk some shit, and let's have some fun like we did last week. And of course, every Tuesday, we'll be talking about those groups and having some fun, recapping the NFL and recapping, the excitement and drama that's unfolding in those groups. Look forward to doing that with you guys. Look forward to doing that. Every play Dinger Tuesdays. Every play Dinger Tuesday. I'm not sure what that means. Stripper trips. I'll send you over $251. I'll donate to the cause. I'm good with that. All right, guys, let's go ahead and talk some Nottingham Forest. They're taking on Sheffield this week. I'm going to go ahead and double dip in this game. Liking where we're at right now in the Premier League season. This is an absolutely fantastic spot. You've got Forest at home. So we'll go ahead and take their team total over 1.5 goals at plus 120 over at FanDuel. And then I'm going to go ahead and do in this same match of both teams to score at even money over on Bet Rivers. Forest was able to score last week at Arsenal. Absolutely love them. And what do we talk about with this Forest team? You don't really want to do much with them on the road unless you just want to take Arsenal money line or Arsenal -1 that we got the push. But you get Forest at home, you want to go ahead and tail Forest at home. Remind you guys, last year the Premier League table on away table, if you looked at away fixtures, Forest was dead last, sitting in 20th place with a minus 33 goal differential, and they only got 8 points on the road. At home, they would have ranked 10th place in the Premier League. They had a plus 3 goal differential, and they got 30 of their 38 points were at home. This is a much better home side. We talked about it a ton last season. This is when you want to get on and backing Forest, so we'll do that, of course, on their team total. These two teams know each other really well. This is quite a frequent fixture down the championship, so there's a good amount of head-to-head to go off of as well. And both teams' of scores hit in the last 4 head-to-head. Look, this is a match here in Sheffield where, newbies in the Premier League, when they look at their fixtures, there's opportunities, obviously, for them to sit back and play defensive and grind out, hopefully, what they can get, 1 point on the road. This is not one of those opportunities. You're not going to find many opportunities throughout this fixture, this campaign where you think you can stack up against somebody. This is basically somebody you can stack up against. It's basically 2 championship teams, right? 2 years ago, these 2 teams were in the championship playoffs competing to get who would get promoted. Forest edges them out in penalty kicks, and they get promoted eventually up in the Premier League through the final. So they know each other. They've been scoring on each other. I think Forest will be better here at home. Just because that's where they've been. That's where they've been their strongest. First home game of the campaign. Get a good match for sure. Obviously, I see both teams to score in over 2.5. If you want to play that, that's at plus 155. But I'll do 2 single plays. Forest team total and both teams to score. Expect both of these to hit. I love this one. This is a great fixture for Sheffield to play the best brand of football that they can, even though it's on the road. This is an opponent they absolutely have to give it a go against. So, all right, we'll double dip in this game. Give me a team total and give me both teams to score. Let's start off our Friday afternoon with 2 great plus money cashes. Looking forward to doing that with you guys. There we go. All right. Go. No more comments. All right, I'm good with that. That's it, boys. What else you guys got? We only got 2 minutes till the payoff pitch. 2 minutes till the payoff pitch. Another great MLB slate, guys. Just another great. There's a reason why we hit that great parlay. And somebody asked me, by the way, also, where did I get that free bet from BetMGM? BetMGM gives out a free bet every Wednesday, Saturday. That said, I don't quite know what happened to the Wednesday free bet. Maybe somebody out there is still getting the Wednesdays. I'm no longer getting the Wednesday free bet, but I'm getting the Saturday free bet for $5. So that's where last night's big parlay hit came from. $5 free roll. A lot of great leans provided out on the payoff pitch. I've got a lot of other great leans today to give you guys on the payoff pitch. All right, come get that in about 1 minute. Let's kick off payoff pitch. Of course, it's just going to be myself again. No squirrel, as there won't be a squirrel the rest of this MLB season. But I got you guys covered. I got a lot of good information to hit you with on the payoff pitch. And again, on a day in which I think other than losing my NRFI of the day, I don't know if I lost. I lose JP Sears and the Astros. But in terms of leans, I don't think I lost one other than that NRFI of the day. We had a good day yesterday. Let's keep it going on the payoff pitch. Live at 11 a.m. Eastern time, fellas. Let's get on into it. Adrian's got a couple League Cup bets. Got Enter Miami and Monterrey to both qualify. I'm sure Enter Miami with Messi. It's got a real thing. I saw DraftKings boosted him to score a goal at even money, so they've now put the jinx on Messi to end his streak of scoring in every game so far. So, all right, fellas, hang tight. Let's go ahead and throw this slate up, let it run for 10 seconds, and then let's kick it off, boys. Yo, what's going on, fellas? Welcome on to today's episode here of the Payoff Pitch, where we're live every single day at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Live every single day at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, previewing today's MLB slate. Powered by Bet Openly, where you win more and lose less with Bet Openly. Hop on over there and check them out. You definitely will not be disappointed with the amount of money that you can save using Bet Openly. So go over there and check them out. Guys, ready to preview today's MLB slate. Obviously, the matchups don't change. So just like I thought yesterday was kind of a great day in the MLB to hopefully put some money in your pockets, I think today's another great day. Just some absolutely fantastic matchups, the way they kind of line up with the current trends of the last 10 days of the MLB. I think we'll have a good time today previewing today's MLB slate. Don't forget, in the comment section, drop in your best bet. Let me know what your best dog of the day is. What about your favorite parlay of the day? Drop those in the comment section. We'll read them out and let you know what we think about them. All right, fellas, let's jump on into it. Let's first start it off with around the bases. I'm going to go ahead and take a couple games and break them down and then give you guys some bets along the way. First one, let's go ahead and kick it off with Guardians. They're taking on the Reds today. I really want to fade the Reds in this spot, and I'm really looking to do so with their F5 team total under 2.5 runs. It opened at minus 135. It moved to minus 140. Now I'm looking at DraftKings live right now, and it's come down to minus 125. I'd like to get a little bit better of a price before I go ahead and pull the trigger. But this is an absolutely great spot here for Logan Allen. He's going to take on this Cincinnati Reds team versus left-handers, who is dead last in the major leagues at hitting left-handers. They're only hitting 149 in the last 10 days versus left-handers, striking out a ton at 32.9%. Naturally not bringing any power to plate, hitting 220 or slugging 224. And the weighted runs created, I'm not sure we've seen a number worse this season at 13. 13 is their weighted runs created, versus left-handed pitching. And you got to give Logan Allen some credit. He's coming off of four of his last five where he's allowed the opponent to stay under 2.5 runs through the first 5 innings. You get in a Reds team that's awfully struggling. They're striking out a lot. This is a good spot for Logan Allen. You could also possibly do over 15.5 outs. I see that at minus 105. But there are times in that recent stretch, or 2 times for a matter of fact, where he held the opponent under 2.5 runs but went 5 runs exactly. So that's where I'd be a little bit concerned, because the Reds do draw a fair number of pitches per plate appearance. So maybe they drive up that pitch count, and maybe he's only able to go 5 strong. But I'm expecting, obviously, that be the kind of like the floor of what he can do. I think he goes at least 5 strong. Maybe he can go 6 strong. But this is a great spot with how well this Reds team is struggling. I want to get a little bit better of a price. And you've kind of seen the market shift on this game, where opened up as the Guardians were the favored, and now the Reds are starting to become the favored. I like that, because that's only going to help drive our price down a little bit of that minus 125. So if we can get that, minus 120, if we can get that, maybe minus 115. I know I've only got 3 MLB bets on the card, but today that'd be the 4th one I'd be willing to add. If we get a better price, follow me on Twitter. I'm willing to go ahead and add that Reds F5 team total up under 2.5. Fantastic spot to take on Logan Allen today and for them to not have much success. So, all right, keep an eye on that one. Next game we want to talk about here and around the bases is, let's go back to Yankees-Braves. I'm trying to figure out how I can bet this Braves team. It's just what we talked about yesterday, taking on Clark Schmidt, who they just destroyed, got runs, I think, in every inning he pitched. First, second, third. They beat up the bullpen. Just went exactly how I thought. It's just the number 1 team right now versus right-handers, and has been one of the top teams, obviously, all season long. And now you're getting Luis Severino, who is just throwing freaking meatballs right down the middle of the plate, and teams are absolutely destroying it. Of course, everything's juicy for the Braves, or you got to get a really high number, right? Their F5 team total is over 3.5, which that's a high number. You only see that for good offenses in cores. This is obviously a good offense, but not in cores. But it's going up against Severino, so they're asking you to do it. It's at plus money. I think they're certainly going to get 4 runs, but you kind of need a big inning. Can Luis Severino maybe avoid the big inning? His track record this season says he's not going to be able to. And The hot-hitting Braves are absolutely going to destroy him. You could certainly look at their team total over 5.5 runs, kind of like we talked about yesterday. This is a spot, though, where yesterday I kind of cautioned doing Braves money line. There'd be no caution today because the Yankees aren't going up against a left-hander. They're struggling versus right-handers. They're only hitting .223 in the last 10 days, bottom 10 in the MLB. The Braves didn't throw any of their good bullpen arms yesterday and winning the game 11-3. It's Braves early, it's Braves often. Get behind the Braves today. I'm trying to find a way to do it myself in terms of, what's being offered from a line perspective and a price perspective. Good. We got time to continue monitoring lines and see what happens. I can't imagine people jumping on the Yankees and the stuff improving for us. It's just a matter of, do we find something that we like? There's currently no outs prop out on Severino. But, if they hang anything 15.5 outs or more, you obviously take the under. But I think the books are smart to not even go ahead and offer that line. So we'll see. But, yeah, just like yesterday, Braves early, Braves often, get on them. They'll come through again today. I have no doubt about that. All right, let's shut up and pitch now. That's where we like to give some pitching props every single day on today's show. I'm going to go ahead and fade our guy, Yusei Kikuchi, there of the Toronto Blue Jays. We've done that enough this season. I'm going to go ahead and do him under 17.5 outs at plus money today, where he stayed under in 15 of his 23 starts. So think about that, 15 of 23 starts, and you're getting that at plus money. If you just bet all 23 starts at plus money, this is a super profitable one here for you. So love that, obviously, right there. Now, Kikuchi, we're always honest here. Now, you got to give the guy credit. He's on a 3-game roll here where, this bet would not have cashed in his last 3. But there's a big difference between the last 3 opponents and today's opponent. The Phillies are really good versus left-handers. They're hitting .284. They're slugging .596. They've got a lot of power coming to the plate. A OPS of 974, the weighted runs created of 158. To add to that, they don't strike out at 16.5%, which is absolutely outstanding, avoiding the strikeout. But they also have a high walk rate of 11%. You start getting above 9, above 10%, and those usually result in the pitchers having to work hard, throw a lot of pitches, and usually obviously means the pitch count goes up and the guy has to exit sometime early. So he can come back out for the 6th inning. He just obviously can't finish that 6th inning. With the way the Phillies are hitting left-handers, with Kikuchi always struggles the 3rd time through a lineup. Again, stayed under in 15 of 23. You can't give me this prop, anywhere near plus money, and we got it at plus money. So go ahead and give me Kikuchi under 17.5 outs at plus money. The other one we want to talk about here is Bailey Falter under 17.5 outs, and quite frankly, we got a gem on this. Shameless plug, but if you're not following me on Twitter, you got to follow me on Twitter. This line right now is at 15.5 outs. I mean, I could almost stop with my justification right there. We talk about CLV and, I give something out at -120 and now it's -150. Like, that's really good. How about a 17.5 ounces now dropped to 15.5 outs? Like, that is CLV. Not CLV from a price perspective, but from a line perspective, we got 2 less outs. That's absolutely outstanding. He's pitched in 2 games as a Pirate, stayed under in 2 games. He stayed under in 8 of 10 overall. 8 of 10 overall, he stayed under 17.5 outs. He's gone against the Mets twice. Because remember, he was a member of the Phillies last year. Went against the Mets twice last year, stayed under in 1 of the 2. The one that he didn't, he missed on the hook. So you're right there. That's where if you're gonna lose today, you're gonna lose on the hook. He ain't going 6+. He's gonna go 6 maximum. But again, there's nothing in his track record this season that suggests he's really going to do it. And then you add in what the Mets are doing versus left-handers. They're hitting .304, slugging .478 with an .863 OPS. Their weighted runs created is 145. And they're also, like the Phillies, not striking out at 17%. I don't know why we got this at 17.5%. If you're following me on Twitter, the 17.5 did not last all that long. DraftKings and other books have adjusted themselves to come down to 15.5, where some of the other books were at when I sent the tweet out. This is taking advantage of a really bad line. Feels like we've already won. Obviously feels like a win. Now let's get the win. Let's get the win that we deserved. Our money is in a fantastic spot. Let's go ahead and get the win that we deserve. So Bailey Falter under 17.5 outs. I think it's -115 is what I tweeted on that one right there. All right, fellas, long shots. I'd like to find you a dog every day that's got some bite into it. Yesterday's no sweat winner. Baltimore Orioles 4-1 over the Padres. Baltimore Orioles today plus 120 against the Padres. For what? For what? For what? Because we got Juan Soto and Machado and Tatis? I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. The team's terrible. The Baltimore Orioles' second best record in the MLB. And we're a dog again today. I don't get it. I don't get it. The only concern is Bautista pitched last night. But he didn't pitch Sunday. These guys can go on consecutive days. They don't go 3 days in a row. But relievers can go 2 days in a row. I would have wished, it wouldn't be against the same opponent. It'll be the Padres he sees 2 times in a row if it's a save situation tonight. But Bautista's nasty. I mean, he is really, really nasty. So, whatever. He'll be healthy. He'll be ready to go. So I like that. Lots of familiarity with the Baltimore Orioles taking on Michael Wacha. Because remember, Michael Wacha was a member of the Red Sox. I mean, you got Mullins hits 438. Mountcastle hits 400. Urias hits 500. Santander hits 333. These guys know Wacha from the AL East days. I don't even know. I was about to say I don't know, only because my brain is slow. I don't even know if I recall who's pitching for the Orioles. Like, it doesn't matter because Wacha is not that great. Who was it? Whoever I didn't even bother writing it down. Who the hell is it? Doesn't even really matter. To me, it was a wash when I looked. Oh, yeah, it was Flaherty. Hell, he's a bit good and he came over to Orioles. Maybe he'll keep it going. But if he doesn't, he ain't no worse than Michael Wacha. I don't know why the Orioles are dogs again today, plus 120 against the Padres. Let me go ahead and give you guys another one, though. Tigers, plus 160 against the Twins. Tigers, plus 160 to Twins. In this current setting, we talk about Tigers versus right-handers. You don't want a piece of them? You don't want a piece of the majority, but we talk about ebbing and flowing throughout an MLB season. Well, we got some flow right now to the Tigers versus left-handers. How about the fourth best batting average of 305? How about slugging 485 with the weighted runs created of 127? Twins check in only hitting 238 with the weighted runs created of 113. You move me over to the bullpen. Got some big advantages coming out of the bullpen. Let me get to these numbers. Here we go. I got a ERA of the Tigers at 1.99. It's 6.67 for the Twins. I got an FIP of 3.9 for the Tigers. How about 6.09 for the Twins? How about opponent's batting average of 1.9 for the Tigers? How about 3.14 for the Twins? You're getting massive offensive hitting advantages. You're getting massive bullpen advantages. Alex Faedo versus Bailey Ober. Okay. Probably going to give the advantage to Bailey Ober, but when you're talking MLB dogs, or really dogs in any sport, it's not like you've got 10 out of 10 advantages. There's going to be some things that you don't do as well, which is the reason why you probably go into this matchup with a dog. But at plus 160, I don't think they should be that big of a dog, and I think the Tigers have an excellent chance with their offensive bullpen advantages to knock off the Twins. So I'll go ahead and take the Tigers today, plus 160. I don't know if I had to pick one of those. Of course, it would be the Orioles. I mean, best record in the American League. I mean, if I had to pick one of them, it would certainly be the Orioles. So, no, but I think I bet the Tigers pull off the win today, plus 160. What do you guys think? What's your dog of the day, boys? Dog of the day. All right, let's move it over now to keep swinging. We gave you guys some pitching props, so let's go ahead and add some hitting props to that. Brandon Lowe of the Tampa Bay Rays, he's 5 for 10 up against Jakob Junis. Eugenio Suarez of the Mariners, he's 5 for 9 off Jordan Lyles, 2 doubles and a home run. And Hunter Renfroe, there are the Angels, he's 7 for 18 up against Montgomery. 6 of those 7 hits are all singles, so probably not going to be like a over 1.5 total bases like certainly Suarez would be for Mariners. For Suarez, I'd probably do an over 1.5 total bases. For Renfroe, probably just being like a, like a 1+ hit parlay. That's it, boys. Keep swinging. All right, 6th inning, it's a steal, and I think this is about the only spot yesterday I gave you guys a loser in terms of leans yesterday. We were on fire yesterday. I think this was our only spot where we got tripped up. We did the Diamondbacks Rockies NRFI. Yeah, that did not hit. I think Diamondbacks got a couple in that first inning. Today, I think the best NRFI of the day is Guardians Reds. Guardians Reds, you can get it at minus 105 over on Bet Rivers. Guardians Reds, a NRFI of the day, minus 105. You've got Graham Ashcraft on the mound for the Cincinnati Reds. He's really good in the first inning. 22 starts. He's only given up 4 earned runs. Damn good numbers this late in July in the MLB season. 16 Ks, a whip below 1 at .94, and a 182 opponent's batting average. Like it. And Guardians right now, if you're wondering where they sit offensively versus right-handers, they're about league average. A tick below league average, but they're basically league average, generally speaking, across the board. But they're some categories a tick below, so you kind of match that up against Graham Ashcraft, who's been really good in the first inning. I like it. And then Logan Allen's on the mound. Obviously, for the Guardians, we've talked about why we like the Reds staying under because their left-handed struggles. He's just been victimized with a home run ball in the first inning. 17 starts, 9 earned runs, 5 via the home run, 18 Ks. He's got a good whip at 1.0. So if that 1.0 holds up in this first inning, you're probably going to get a cash. Obviously, unless it's a solo home run. But if it just stays at 1.0, I bet you get a cash. A 194 opponent's batting average. So you see with the low whip and a low opponent's batting average, even though he's given up 9 earned runs, it's just the home run ball. If we avoid the home run ball here with Logan Allen, and there's a lot to suggest you can because the Reds are hitting 149 with a 13 weighted runs created versus left-handers, I think you can avoid that long ball and get you a good cash. So Guardians Reds, NRFI of the day, minus 105 on Bet Rivers. Get on over there, boys. Let's get it. All right, let's go ahead now and get to coming to our stretch. So we're like to give out our best bet today. What was your best bet of the day? Did your best bet hit yesterday? My best bet hit yesterday. Gave you guys 2 best bets yesterday. Both of them hit. Glasnow over 17.5 outs. Giants F3 team total under 0.5 plus money. Cash them both. Today we're gonna go to the Rangers. We talked about them yesterday. We're gonna go to the Rangers. I'm just gonna do their run line. Let's go ahead and pull up the numbers here. You got the Angels taking on a left-hander today in Jordan Montgomery. How about they've got the 3rd worst batting average at 160. Their weighted runs created is 44. Not much power at 340. Strikeouts 26.4%. We talked about the Rangers yesterday offensively versus the right-handers, how even though they went up against Sandoval, who was a left-hander, we knew that they were going to be productive late in that game because they're about league average. Now they're above league average versus right-handers, and it's all because of that bullpen. I mean, listen to this discrepancy in bullpen. Rangers' opponent's batting average is 170. Angels is 310, second worst in the league. ERA, give me 2.22 for the Rangers. Give me 6.42 for the Angels. That's the second worst in the league. WHIP, how about a .92 for the Rangers and a 1.93 for the Angels? We talked about that Angels bullpen yesterday. It's why we like the Rangers team total. They're going to do damage early and often, and then you're getting basically the league worst bullpen, bottom 3 bullpen. And the Rangers, in winning 12-0, they didn't throw a Aroldis Chapman yesterday. They didn't throw Will Smith yesterday. So they got both of their high leverage and setup man and closer guy to throw at the Angels tonight. And didn't I just say that the Angels are hitting 160 versus left-handers? So they're going to struggle against Jordan Montgomery. Let's say Jordan Montgomery goes 6 innings. Aroldis Chapman goes 1 inning and Will Smith goes an inning. That's 8 of the 9 innings, and the Angels can't hit left-handers. Rangers on the run line, plus 128. It's not even like anything I have to remotely consider what's your best bet. They've got all the advantages, starter, offense, bullpen, all of it. Slip in here. Just give me half a second. I was thinking of. And it's Lucas Giolito on the mound. I don't give a shit on Lucas Giolito. He's good for a few runs every start. So, yeah. Texans are just too good. Texans, not the Texans, the Rangers. Why do I keep saying Texans? The Rangers are just too good. All right, 8th inning double play. I got to find you guys my favorite parlay of the day. Let's cook one of these up live. I don't have a parlay. Let's cook one up live. I'll go ahead and say, and let's just talk about it. Let's do Mariners-Royals over. Remember, we liked this over yesterday. This was a classic example of not being scared of line movement that maybe goes against your research, right? When we were here yesterday, the line was at 8.5, and I was like, I like the over. two good offenses, shit bullpen in the Royals. Runs should be early and often, and that's what happened. Even though the Mariners were shut down and no hit through, 6 or 7 innings, once you got in that terrible bullpen, they still were able to get to run. So no surprise, that game certainly went over. No surprise that the game went easily over. It's two good offenses and it's bad bullpen. So today they want to tell me over 9.5. Great. Jordan Lyles is on the mound and Hancock's on the mound, who did really good in his debut last week against the Padres. Well, now we've got tape on him. We know what his repertoire is. We also know the Padres suck. You know what I mean? So, okay, Padres couldn't hit them. Great. Padres can't hit a goddamn anybody in the MLB. And Hancock's going to go up against this Royals team, which has the third best batting average at 308 versus right-handers. That's an easy over 9.5 for me. So let's drop that in a parlay. Let's go ahead and drop that in. And what can we parlay it with? You could do Dodgers money line. You could do Rays money line. Let's see. You could do Cubs money line. Got the Battle of Chicago. Just saw this one play out a couple weeks ago. The White Sox have gotten significantly worse, trading, bullpen arms, Lopez, Middleton. They've gotten a lot worse. Just scrolling through here. Let's tack on, I think the Cubs is probably the safest because Cubs crush right-handers, as we know. Tukey's on the mound. I'll do an over 9.5 in Mariners-Royals. Give me over 9.5 in Mariners-Royals. Parlay that with Cubs money line. That gets you to plus 209. Not price shopping. That's a random price on FanDuel. But plus 209 for Cubs money line and over 9.5. I'll write that down. I always like to write down my lean so we can see if we're right or wrong. So Seattle versus KCR over 9.5 plus Cubs money line. All right, there we go. All right, let's go ahead and throw up all these bets, and then let's talk about everything from money line, run line, over under perspective. Close to adding a fourth bet. And today, if I get that if I get that Reds F5 team total at a price that where I like it, I'm going to go ahead and pull the trigger. And there will be a fourth bet added to the card today, and it will be that Reds. Let's get a live check on that price real quick, just so you can see what we're talking about here. Okay, so it's still minus 125. So, all right, we'll just monitor that certainly throughout the day. What do you got here, Brian? Raleigh to get a home run. He got one yesterday. I'm telling you, man, a lot of guys should get one against Severino today. The whole league has been. And then again, it's the number one team versus right-handers much of the season, and definitely right now, number one. So, yeah, sign me up, Brian. Sign me up. All right, let's get into these games. Let's give out some leans on rapid fire. Let's keep the good times rolling, boys. Picked up profit yesterday, plus 0.77 units. Let's keep it going, boys. Keep it going. All right, here we go. Astros and Marlins, over under of 9. Astros minus 125. Marlins come in at plus 105. Astros, how would we do Astros at minus 125? Astros minus 125. Guardians and Reds. Guardians minus 112. Reds minus 108 with an over under of 9.5. I'm taking Guardians, and you can get, and I know we just do random prices here during rapid fire. I'm looking again. Yeah, you can shop around because on FanDuel, Guardians are the dog at minus 102, and the Reds are favored at minus 116. Shop around. If you like the Guardians like I do today, definitely don't get it on DraftKings. You can get a much better price on FanDuel, minus 102. I like the Guardians today to get the win. Red Sox and Nationals with an over-under of 9.5. Red Sox minus 170. Nationals plus 142. Probably sneaky good spot here to take a stab on the Nationals on the money line. Coming into this game, swinging a better stick versus right-handers. Coming into this game with a better bullpen. Nick Pivetta does scare you. That guy's had a really good season. Steps out of the bullpen now, comes back into the rotation for a couple times now in a row. Definitely the starter edge goes to Pivetta over Gray. But then I'm getting the other advantages. I know the Red Sox offense scares you, but teams ebb and flow, folks. So don't let maybe the name of the Red Sox scare you. I won't be betting this game. But if I had to bet it, I would take a stab at the Nationals plus 142. Phillies and Blue Jays with an over-under of 7.5. I don't get the 7.5. I don't get the 7.5. Phillies hit the left-handers way too good. Blue Jays are decent enough versus right-handers to add a couple to a few runs in their own right. It's an easy over for me. Easy over for me, 7.5. Phillies at minus 115. Blue Jays at minus 105. I think the Phillies definitely have more of the advantages, so I will give the money line edge to them at minus 115. Pirates and Mets with an over-under of 9, plus 120 for the Pirates. Mets minus 142. I said on yesterday's show, I'm certainly not backing the Mets when they're favored. It's just haven't seen enough from that team, but I love their numbers versus left-handers. I'll take them today on the run line, plus 140. Give me the Mets on the run line today, plus 140. Pirates, when I did look at this game, because I was wondering if it was going to be a good over spot, the Pirates were scuffling. I mean, they're only hitting 209 versus left-handers with a weighted runs created of 69 with a slugging percentage of 326. Those are all in the bottom 10 of the MLB. So they're struggling versus left-handers as compared to the Mets. We've already talked about them, justified all their numbers. This is definitely a Mets on the run line. Mets on the run line for me. Yankees and Braves, over-under of 10.5. Yankees plus 180. Braves minus 280 or 218. I'll take Braves on the run line for sure. I'm still trying to figure out how to back this game. Back the Braves offense, obviously. Yeah, they're in for a long one. The Yankees, man, boy, they suck. Jesus Christ. Aaron Boone in his post-game press conference yesterday, he was asked something like, why did Clark Schmidt struggle? And he was like, well, that's a real damn good lineup over there. Like, top to bottom, that's a good lineup. It's like, yeah. I mean, you just go through that Braves lineup, and it's like stud, 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 stud. Yankees, it's all dudes that just want to freaking hit bombs. So get them out so easily. That's why the Yankees can't do shit in the postseason. All they're trying to do is still hit bombs. Nobody can draw contact. Nobody can just slap a single. Nobody can just hit a double in New York. All dudes just trying to hit bombs out here. Don't work. Tigers and Twins with an over-under of 8.5. Tigers plus 160. Twins minus 192. Dog. Tigers plus 160. I like it. You'll hold your nose a little bit on the starting pitching matchup. I hear you. You'll hold your nose a little bit with Fado versus Ober, but I'll take the Tigers at plus 160. Athletics and Cardinals with an over-under of 9.5. Athletics plus 190. Cardinals minus 230. We were on the right side of this one yesterday doing that Cardinals run line. I don't even know what handedness Spencer Watkins is. Let me look that up real quick because that'll definitely decide. If he's a left-hander, then I'll definitely be on the Cardinals again. Let's see what handedness Spencer Watkins is. I don't even know. Depth chart. Spencer Watkins, where are you at here, man? What handedness are you? You throw right-handed. Probably just taking over then. And rather than not have to worry about a winner. We're the Cardinals versus right-handers. Ugh. Yeah, Harry's just definitely not betting that game. Yeah, you kind of lose the advantages you had yesterday from a hitting perspective. You saw yesterday the Athletics, like I said yesterday, I thought they would get a few runs, and they were able to scrape that across against the right-hander and Mykolas. Yeah, I probably just bet the over in that game, but I'd more just stay away from that shit. But yeah, I'll bet the over 9.5. White Sox and Cubs with an over-under of 8.5. White Sox plus 145. Cubs minus 175. Give me Cubs on the run line at plus money. They're a better team. It'll be a rivalry just because obviously it's Chicago versus Chicago, but Cubs stack up better across the board and everything, fighting for something. Cubs on the run line for me. Easy. Angels, Rangers, best bet of the day. Rangers run line, best bet of the day. Mariners, Royals, over-under of 9, minus 142 for the Mariners. Royals come in at plus 120. Just do the over and don't care who wins the game. Just give me the over in that game again. Diamondbacks, Rockies, over-under of 12.5. Minus 155. Diamondbacks, Rockies plus 130. I do got to admit, I didn't research this game a ton because the starters were announced late. And then when the starters were announced, I really didn't know who the hell Joe Mantiply was and Ty Bloch. I don't really know who the hell he is. So, but both of them were named kind of late in terms of doing any handicapping. So I didn't really do any handicapping. But two shitty bullpens. Yeah, I'd have to go look up the starters. Are these like bullpen guys? or these guys that can actually go 5-6 innings, because that'll make a difference on the amount of expected runs we can expect in that game. So maybe I'll research that one a little bit later and talk about it on TikTok Live. Orioles and Padres over under of 8.5. Orioles plus 110. Padres minus 130. Nice to see that Orioles price come down. When I was doing the notes together here for Payoff pitch, they were about plus 120. Now they're plus 110. They need to keep on coming down. They're the better team by far. By far, they're the better team. What? Because the Padres are at home? I don't know about you guys, but hockey and MLB, I don't think there's a home field advantage. Like, there could be situations where home field matters, but large in part, home field doesn't matter. Orioles know Mike Wacha from the AL East days. Give me the Orioles. Give me the Orioles at plus money again. Rays and Giants over under of 8.5, minus 112 for the Rays. Giants minus 108. We saw yesterday, correctly predicted the Giants were going to struggle. They've been struggling versus right-handers. So this is another no-brainer. Just go right back to the Rays on the money line at minus 112. They don't have the stud pitcher today in Glass now, but they still got the great bullpen and they still got the great hitting advantages to make up for a more even starting pitching matchup. So I still like the Rays. Brewers, Dodgers, over under of 9, plus 180 for the Brewers. Dodgers minus 218. Yeah, for sure, Dodgers on the run line. And I would also go over 9. Bobby Miller, not been great. Not been terrible in his own. I mean, to be fair, but the Brewers are decent enough. They can get some runs. I'll go over 9 and Dodgers run line in that game. All right, fellas. Anything else? That's how we're doing it here. I'm definitely cooking. I'm going to cook up a parlay right now. I'm going to take some of those leans and make a little personal parlay. Sit back. Ring the cash register tonight. Hang tight if you want to know what I'm going to drop in this parlay. I'm going to make it right now. Not price shopping. I don't need a price shop. When you have this big of a parlay, you don't need a price shop it. You just lock it in and take in the cash, boys. Let's get it. Let's come over here. I'm going to do Guardians money line. Guardians money line. I'm going to do Phillies money line. Braves run line. Cubs money line. I'm doing over 9.5 Athletics Cardinals. Over 9.5 Mariners Royals. Rays money line. They got the Rays as a dog on Caesars. They got them at minus 105. Giants at minus 115. What? Over 9 in Brewers Dodgers. Oh, yeah, that's a 152 to 1 parlay. Yeah, I'll put some damn money on that. Damn right. Yeah. I'll run through those again. I'm going Guardians money line, Phillies money line, Braves run line, Cubs money line, over 9.5 Athletics Cardinals, over 9.5 Mariners Royals, Rays money line, over 9 Brewers Dodgers, 152 to 1. Yeah, put some cash on it. I'm in. It says, good luck. Your bet has been placed. Well, we do need good luck because this is gambling, and you need all the luck. There we go, boys. A little personal parlay for me right there. All right, fellas. Enjoyed hanging out with you guys. I know, maybe it's not as entertaining without the Hockey Squirrel, without two people's opinions, but we're still going to show up every day. We're still going to, give you guys a lot of great plays and a lot of eventual winners is what I believe. So, all right, fellas, come on back. Tomorrow's show, Wednesday, live at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Live at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Previewing the great slate on a Wednesday afternoon. Have a good one, fellas.